Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but also how we're going to fix it together. And the content that I've got for you today is something you haven't heard about. Slid right under the radar, and we've been waiting to get all the details to you because Senator Kennedy from Louisiana just took Chris Murphy, Mr. Gun Control in the Senate, and just smoked him on the idea that Murphy wants to take guns away from veterans who fought for this country, who served this country, over something as mundane as financial insolvency. Everything will be linked in the description box below, and Kennedy held nothing back, and you guys are going to love every second of it. Of course, let me know what you think in the comments field. Send this one out, and make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on. Now, my brothers and sisters, this content is brought to you by a product that I think you will really enjoy. It's called Go Dark bags. These are Faraday bags. If you're not familiar with what that means, it blocks signals from whatever you put inside the bag. Bluetooth, EMF, Wi-Fi, 5G, 4G, all the things that people could scan off of your content in public. Yeah, these things block it. They've got all sorts of sizes. They've got laptop bags, wallets. They've got smaller bags. They've got dry bags. They have satchels. They have fanny packs. They have everything you can imagine. And everything is rated to military standards for protecting your data and your signals. This is something I think you guys will enjoy. There's a link in the description box below. And thank you so much to Go Dark Bags for bringing this content to my audience. All right, guys, we got to dive into this. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I love me some Kennedy, some Senator Kennedy. So let's just start this off. Again, this is Senator Kennedy responding to an attack on an amendment that what's that guy's name? Schumer. That Schumer came out and agreed to. Chris Murphy has a problem because it has something to do with gun rights. Check this out.
Under current VA policy, get this, under current VA policy, if a veteran who defended this country has to go to the VA and ask for help managing his or her financial affairs, the VA automatically reports that veteran to the FBI's National Instant Criminal Background Check System, we call it NICS, and that veteran loses his firearm. He loses his firearm automatically. No due process. No questions asked. This decision has not been made by a judge. It's being made by a bureaucrat. All our amendment would do would be to say, the VA, just because you've asked for help with your money, cannot automatically take away your firearm or report you to NICS unless a judge has ruled that that veteran is a danger to himself or to others.
All right, this is an important piece, and hear me on this. You're hearing more and more and more Republicans in positions of prominence start to talk about due process. You've got the Speaker of the House. You've got senators. You have House representatives. Due process is coming up more and more and more because the left is trying to ignore due process. This is a positive sign. It's incremental. It's a trickle effect, but it's happening. That's why I want to bring this to you, because this is an important piece. And also the third clip I'm about to show you, Kennedy just destroys Chris Murphy in the way that only an older grandpa could do, just being honest. But anyway, this whole thing is about a deal that Schumer agreed to that veterans don't have their gun rights taken through the NICS background check system if they can't manage their finances, because that's the way that the existing system works. That's Kennedy's whole point. That's what's held up all the progress. Now, this is something that is so key to understand. Listen to an excerpt of what Chris Murphy said in response to this, and then we're going to hit this really, really hard because there's something key here. Check this out.
Didn't have to be at this point where our only choice is to restore gun rights even to actively suicidal veterans. We made an offer to sit down and try to work out a compromise, a better appeals process, a mechanism for these veterans to go to court.
All right. Now, that seemed innocuous, but that's important. Sorry, I'm getting a call. But that's important. You have to understand what he just said. We tried to reach an agreement. We tried to reach a compromise from taking people's guns, from taking their rights. They are United States citizens. They are veterans who fought for this country. We tried to make a compromise. You could come in after we took your guns, and we could do an appeals process, and we could do all sorts of mechanisms that would restore your rights. And in that compromise is the problem. Chris Murphy has repeatedly said on multiple occasions, and gun controllers alike have said, We really want to put some sort of appeals process in place and some sort of mechanism to really get your rights back. That's the problem. Your rights have already been taken by a bureaucrat or by a Chris Murphy or a Moms Demand Action, but they put in mechanisms for you to get your rights back. You are guilty until proven innocent. That is not the way this country works. That is why red flag laws cannot be allowed. That's why people like this cannot be allowed to be making gun law, because their principle and their idea and their whole driving force is, well, we're just going to take everything and then you can get your guns back once you prove yourself not an issue. That is extremely un-American, and they're letting the mask slip. And I'll be honest with you, Kennedy didn't let this one go. Listen to this last clip, because this is grandpa life right here.
Now, I understand this is America. You can believe what you want. There's some people that wish we didn't have a second amendment. I get that, but we do. And I agree with Senator Murphy. We both agree on this. Chris believes that love is the answer, and I do too. But I own a handgun just in case. And that's my right. And every veteran has that right. And we shouldn't take away a person's gun without a judge, not a bureaucrat at the VA, ruling that person mentally incompetent.
Seems pretty reasonable to me. But the other thing, I just want to celebrate Kennedy right here. If that was not Southern grandpa, I don't know what is. I believe love is the answer as well. But just in case, I've got a handgun. Amen. Pass the bullets and the apple pie. And that's what I've got for you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments field below, and I will see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.